आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
In today's episode, we remember freedom fighter Moti Bai, who was martyred on the 4th of June 1858, a lieutenant of Rani Lakshmi Bai. Moti Bai took part in fighting against the British forces in and around Jhansi, ousting the British troops from the region.
When the British struck back and reached Jhansi, Moti Bai took lead and fought against the East India Company army at the Jhansi fort on 4th June 1858. However, she was injured by the enemy fire and died on the spot. We salute the great warrior Moti Bai.
We also remember the commander of the cavalry in the army of Rani Lakshmi Bai, Khuda Baksh, who played a significant role in organizing and directing the independence activists against the British during the First War of Independence 1858. Khuda Baksh fought back persistently the British Army's offensive on the Jhansi fort. He was martyred while fighting the British forces on the 4th of June 1858. We salute the great son of the soil.
We also remember nationalist Achant Lakshmipati, who died on June 4th, 1962. A firm believer in Gandhian ideology of Swadeshi, Lakshmipati promoted the use of Ayurvedic medicine. A supporter of the establishment of a separate Andhra state, Lakshmipati was greatly influenced by the thoughts of the famous saint Ramana Maharishi.
Lakshmipati was born on March 3rd, 1880 in Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. He obtained a medical degree from Madras Medical College in 1909. He got inspired towards Ayurveda after studying the Vedas, Puranas and Ayurveda texts deeply. He became a disciple of Pandit Gopalacharyalu, the famous Vaidya Ratna of his time. Lakshmipati devoted his life to the promotion of Ayurveda. He was the principal of Madras Ayurvedic College and Trivandrum Ayurvedic College.
The credit for the establishment of the famous Arogya Ashram and Andhra Ayurvedic Pharmacy of Azadi also goes to him. For the construction of the Arogya Ashram during the British period, the Madras government had accepted financial assistance with the condition that Lakshmipati would give assurance of being loyal to the British government. He refused to give such an assurance and the government withdrew the offer of assistance. Lakshmipati considered the Western education system to be a loss for India.
Lakshmipati had great belief and confidence not only in the effect of Ayurvedic medicines but also in the philosophy of Ayurveda and its spirituality. He tried to bring Ayurveda to the common man and published a number of books. He popularized Ayurveda by conducting Arogya Yatras, screening films, arranging toy shows and singing Arogya songs. He stressed on the protection of health of the people rather than treating the diseases.
We also remember independence activist Sardar Ali, who was born on the 4th of June 1830 in Kota, Rajasthan. Ali was an adjutant in the Narayan Paltan of the Kota State Army and took part in the uprising of the Kota State Army against the British and the pro-British Kota ruler Maharao in 1857. He participated in the attack on the political agency house Kota on 15th of October 1857, where Captain C.E. Burton, the political agent, and his 2 sons were killed. Ali was also involved in the attack on the Kota fort in November 1857. He died while fighting against the pro-British troops. We salute the great son of the soil, Sardar Ali.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.